What if you could live in a place that looks like Italy, feels like the French Riviera, but costs less than your current monthly rent? Imagine waking up to the sound of church bells echoing through cobblestone streets, walking to a local bakery for a fresh croissant and a 50-cent espresso, and spending your afternoons gazing at snow-capped mountains or turquoise seas. Most people think this kind of lifestyle is reserved for the wealthy or those willing to drain their life savings in London, Paris, or Rome. But what if I told you that you've been looking in the wrong places? These 5 countries give you the authentic, high-quality European lifestyle without the crushing European price tag. Today, we are exploring hidden gems that feel almost identical to the world's most famous postcards, but cost up to 70% less. And you'll want to stay until the end because our number 1 pick is so affordable you could live a comfortable, middle-class life there on just $800 a month. Let's be honest, Europe is the dream for many, but the reality of living there is becoming increasingly out of reach. Inflation, skyrocketing property taxes, and the sheer cost of a simple dinner out have turned the dream of a Mediterranean summer or a cozy Central European winter into a financial nightmare for the average person. However, the European lifestyle isn't just about a specific spot on a map. It is about a philosophy of life. It's about walkability, deep-rooted history, vibrant cafe cultures, and a slower pace of life where people value experiences over the 9-to-5 grind. There are countries that share the exact same tectonic plates, the same historical empires, and the same architectural DNA as the big-name destinations, but because they aren't on every mainstream tourist brochure yet, they remain incredibly cheap. In this video, we aren't just looking at travel destinations. We are looking at real-world solutions for an affordable European lifestyle. We will break down the actual cost of rent, the quality of the food, the hidden advantages, like easy visas, and the downsides you need to know before booking a flight. We begin our journey at number 5 with country often called the budget Paris of Eastern Europe. Welcome to Georgia. Tucked away at the intersection of Europe and Asia, Georgia, specifically its capital, Tbilisi, looks like a stunning mix of Paris and Prague, but it costs less than half of either. As you walk through the old town, you are surrounded by ornate wooden balconies, winding alleys, and ancient stone churches that predate the cathedrals of Western Europe. The cafe life here is legendary. People sit out for hours drinking world-class wine, which by the way was invented here 8,000 years ago. In Georgia, your money goes incredibly far. You can find a beautiful, renovated apartment in the city center for about $400 to $600 a month. A massive dinner with wine for 2 people rarely exceeds $25. Public transport is nearly free, and the country is exceptionally safe. The architectural style is a fascinating blend of Art Nouveau and rugged mountain charm. Why does it feel so European? Because for centuries, Georgia has looked west, incorporating the best of continental culture into its own unique identity. The hidden advantage here is a dream for travelers and remote workers. Georgia offers a 1-year visa-free stay for citizens of over 95 countries. You can literally just show up and live there for a year without filing a single piece of paperwork. The downside, the infrastructure can be inconsistent. You might encounter a random power outage or a sidewalk that's seen better days. But for digital nomads and solo travelers who want high-speed internet and a low-cost, high-culture environment, Georgia is unbeatable. Moving to number 4, we head to the coast for a country that is quickly becoming the cheap Mediterranean escape of the decade, Albania. If you've ever looked at photos of the Greek islands or the Amalfi Coast and sighed at the price of the hotels, Albania is your answer. Imagine the same crystal-clear turquoise water, the same white pebble beaches, and the same fresh seafood, but without the tourist traps and the €20 cocktails. Albania has been a hidden secret for a long time, but the world is starting to wake up. Coastal towns like Sarand and Ksamil offer a Mediterranean lifestyle that is visually indistinguishable from Greece or southern Italy. You can enjoy a 3-course Mediterranean meal featuring fresh-caught grilled fish and local olive oil for under $15. The cost of living here is a fraction of what you'd pay across the Adriatic Sea. A modern apartment with a sea view can be rented for as little as $350 a month. The European feel comes from the lifestyle, long afternoons at beach clubs, late-night walks along the promenade, and a culture that revolves around family and food. The unique edge of Albania is that it is still largely underrated. You won't find the massive crowds of Santorini here yet. The downside, however, is that the country is still developing. Public transport between cities can be slow and chaotic, often relying on furgons or private minibuses rather than a central train system. But for beach lovers and those seeking a slow living paradise, Albania offers a luxury aesthetic on a backpacker's budget. Bulgaria, number 3, delivers the best Western Europe on a budget experience. Bulgaria, a European Union member, is one of the cheapest places to reside on the continent, yet has stability and infrastructure that other budget destinations lack. Bulgaria will amaze you if you like Swiss mountains or German towns. Sofia and Plovdiv, one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities, have Roman ruins, hip coffee shops, and lush parks. Most guests are surprised by the cost of life. You can have a good lunch for $5 and a monthly public transportation pass for $25. A chic one-bedroom apartment in the capital costs roughly $400 per month. Due to EU membership, you have consistent legislation and simple travel to adjacent nations. Expats secretly benefit from Bulgaria's flat 10% income tax, one of the lowest in Europe. The negative is low local salaries, thus this area is excellent for distant workers or those with savings. It's ideal for those who seek an EU lifestyle with modern amenities at a 70% discount. Turkey, where East meets European luxury, ranks second. Istanbul, Izmir, and Antalya are European at heart while being on two continents. Istanbul has the metropolitan dynamism of London or New York, but with a movie-set skyline of minarets and palaces. European-style stately stone structures and narrow lively streets with boutiques and high-end cafes characterize Galata and Besiktas. Turkey is on this list for its currency advantage. Economic instability has raised dollar and euro values. Five-star eating and shopping are a third of Milan's cost. Food culture may be the best, mixing Mediterranean freshness and Middle Eastern spice. Turkish city life is never dull due to its 24/7 energy. Cons include economic volatility and cumbersome residency permissions that change frequently. Turkey is a treasure trove of affordable European luxury for cultural and city enthusiasts who want to live like royalty. Before we disclose our top candidate, I have a short question. If you could pack your bags tomorrow, would you move to one of these places permanently or simply visit for a few months? Please comment below on which of these 5 countries best suits your vibe so we may create stuff for you next. Our top pick is Montenegro, the hidden Italy alternative. Take the best of the Italian coast, Norway's fjords, and Croatia's medieval beauty and squeeze them into one little affordable country, Montenegro. UNESCO World Heritage Site Bay of Kotor resembles a luxury Italian lakeside getaway. It's stunning with limestone mountains falling into the azure lake and historic stone settlements along the shore. The expense difference with Italy is shocking. In Venice, a tourist square coffee costs €6, but in Montenegro, a medieval square coffee only $150. A stone villa with an Adriatic view can be rented for $500 a month outside the tourist hotspots. European influence permeates every stone and sunset. Montenegro actively recruits international investment and digital nomads, making integration easier than enclosed European cultures. Due to its small economy, career options are limited if you don't bring your own work. For couples, retirees, and anybody seeking a tranquil, prestigious living without the price, it is the perfect option. Here's a quick breakdown to help you choose. If you want a cheap Mediterranean summer on the beach, visit Albania. Bulgaria wins for EU security and affordable taxes. Georgia is the best ultra-cheap destination with a permissive visa policy. Turkey is calling people who want the vitality of a big historic city. Montenegro has the most beautiful scenery and a sophisticated